Hi guys, so you asked the questions and I've got some answers. I'm picking some of my favorite ones or ones that I think I can answer because a lot of them were repeat questions and I was kind of hoping to do this, for a silly, light-hearted way to get away from the acne discussion because a lot of my discussions and posts are very serious about acne. A lot of you asked me some acne questions, so I did throw some answers in there. But for the most part, it's going to be, the into Samantha's life questions. So the first question is, what is the best drugstore product that you've ever used? I guess this is kind of a hard question to answer because there's so many different drugstore products. Like, are you talking about makeup or cleansers or lotions or whatever? But I guess the best drugstore product I've ever found that I really like is probably the CeraVe Cream Moisturizer. Because I live in the north where it can get to like minus 50 degrees Celsius. It's hard to keep up with the winter dryness, and so I really like the cream moisturizer rather than the lotion. Another question was, what is the best remedy to get rid of post-acne marks, like dark marks or acne spots or whatever? And my answer is always rosehip seed oil. I love rosehip. I always have it at home. I've been using it for over a year now. And it's really helped with my box scars. It's helped with my hyperpigmentation. It's helped with my, just superficial scars and everything like that. So I definitely recommend rosehip. It's been very helpful for me, and it's been very helpful for the people that I've recommended it to. My opinion on tanning, specifically to help acne and acne marks. Personally, I haven't been tanning in months, and I'm kind of getting a little bit antsy because I want to get some sun in me. I personally believe that we need 15 minutes of unprotected sun exposure a day, meaning no sunscreen for at least 15 minutes a day. That being said, I don't support going to a tanning bed to get rid of acne because it's not a solution. For some people like me, it does get rid of the acne temporarily, but it actually thickens the skin and can actually make your acne worse in the long run. So I don't support that. However, I would be a hypocrite if I said I didn't support tanning because I do love to tan. I love the feeling. I love how my skin looks. It's healthy for you if you take care of your skin. So don't go to a tanning bed for half an hour every day because you're going to kill your skin. You're going to get wrinkles. Your dark spots are going to get worse. Your acne is going to get worse. It's inevitable. So find a better solution to get rid of your acne. Don't rely on the sun. That being said, you should still get 15 minutes of unprotected sun exposure every single day. My favorite Simpsons episode. This is my favorite question because I'm a huge Simpsons fan. If anybody knows me, I watch The Simpsons every single night. I watch about 2 to 3 episodes every night. And I start from the beginning of season 1 and I go right through to the most latest season. And I've been doing that for like 5 years. So I'm a huge Simpsons fan. So my favorite Simpsons episode, this was really hard for me to decide because I love them all, and I eliminated the Treehouse of Horror episodes because those are given. I can't really choose a favorite out of all of those, but I think I narrowed it down to Marge versus the Monorail. This is my favorite because it has a lot of singing, and I do love singing if it's classy. It also has dancing. My favorite is when Bart's like, "Sorry, Mom, the mob has spoken." Best part ever. And I also like it because Leonard Nimoy is in it, and Mayor Quimby confuses him for one of the little rascals. And I just love Leonard Nimoy and Spock and Star Trek, so mixing my two favorite shows together was pretty spot on. So that is the answer to that question.
Now I'd like to turn things over to our Grand Marshal, Mr. Leonard Nimoy.
I'd say this vessel could do at least warp 5.
And let me say, may the Force be with you.
Do you even know who I am?
I think I do. Weren't you one of the little rascals?
My favorite animal is probably an Ewok. Yub nub. No, seriously. My favorite animal is probably a shark or a wolf, maybe? I don't know. It's a tough question. I love all animals, but I think I'm probably most intrigued by sharks and wolves. So my opinions on vitamin D and MSM. MSM I took with my glucosamine supplements because I have really bad joint pain. It runs in my family. I'm not sure what MSM is going to be used for you in specific, but for me, I use it for joint pain and I liked it. Now vitamin D, I also, obviously with the tanning, I really loved vitamin D, and when I quit drinking milk, I took a calcium plus D3 supplement. So vitamin D is very essential, and it's very essential to our overall health. Where am I at with wedding planning? This is an exciting question because I just ordered my wedding dress. I'm nervous though because I'm worried it's not going to fit properly. Sizing is not my thing. I don't understand sizing. Like, my dress was, you know, my bust size fit a certain size, but then my waist size fit a different size, and then my hip size fit a different size. So I had a really hard time picking a wedding dress size, but I think I've got it, and so hopefully it works out okay. I should get it in a month. We just booked a shag haul. Now, I know a lot of you don't know what a shag is because it's very Thunder Bay-ish for a shag, but that's another video for another time. I'm not going to explain. It's just like a benefit for the couple getting married to raise some money for the wedding. So it's a very common thing here. It's very uncommon to not have a shag. And no, I don't mean the shag that Austin Powers says, shall we shag now or shall we shag later? Now, I've asked how I keep my teeth so white. Pretty white teeth. I don't really know. I mean, I've never used like whitening strips or anything like that. Well, I have like a really long time ago, but it didn't do anything. I don't drink coffee. I don't smoke. I don't really drink red wine that much anymore. And so I don't really drink things or eat things that stain my teeth. But when I do, which is kind of like tea a little bit stains your teeth, I try to eat crunchy foods, so that kind of gets the staining off, or brush my teeth right after. So I just brush my teeth twice a day. I oil pull with coconut oil and olive oil, and that's about it. How to handle acne jerks who come up to you and say something about your acne. When I had really bad acne, I probably would have just kind of cowered and been like, oh yeah, it's really a problem, and I would have kind of just, you know, reiterated what they were saying. But at this point in my life, if somebody had come up to me and said that something about my acne, I would have been probably inclined to ask them why they feel they need to call attention to my acne. I would be like, do you think that I can't see what's on my face? How rude do you have to be to call attention to somebody's flaws? Because I'm not a jerk, I wouldn't say something like, well, I noticed that your teeth aren't exactly very white. What are you doing about that problem? Or you seem to be losing some hair. Maybe you should get that problem fixed. I mean, the inner me would probably want to say that, but be the bigger person. Just walk away, realize that their opinions don't matter, and that you're better than that. I was asked what my college degree is in. I don't have a college degree. I have a university degree, and here where I live, that's very different. College degree is more of a practical, technical degree, and a university degree is typically seen as a more academic career path. However, being an academic university degree holder, I feel like I should have gone to college because I would have had a better job with probably higher pay. So trades typically go to college, and the professional careers typically go to university. That being said, my degree, I have an honors Bachelor of Arts, Masters of Education. So that means I could be a professor. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of teaching jobs where I'm from. And the teachers who hold a teaching certificate, a lot of the times they're on a supply list for 5+ years. I had a teacher in high school, an English teacher, who was a teacher, full-fledged teacher, who just now had to take a job in student services just to keep her job with the school because she got bumped out of her position because the older teachers are not retiring. They changed the retirement age and people aren't retiring now. So it's not, and too many people are going into teaching. Too many people I went to school with go into it because it's an easy career, and that pisses me off so much. Because I've known I wanted to be a teacher since I was young. And for me to not be able to get a job because other people are going into the career who I've literally heard say, I can't wait to be a teacher so I can finally boss kids around. And I'm like, if that's why you're going in to be a teacher, you should not be a teacher. I'm going because I love to learn and I love to teach and I love to be around learning. And isn't that what a school's about? So I got asked if I think zebras are black with white stripes or white with black stripes. I'm pretty sure zebras are whatever they want to be. Maybe some zebras are black with white stripes, maybe are some with white with black stripes. I don't know, I'm not going to judge them. Have I ever gone to get a facial? I have gotten one facial in my entire life, and it was a birthday facial that I got as a part of being a membership at Carol Baker Visage. And I'm like, well, free facial, I'm not going to pass that up. It was okay. I mean, this was before I had acne, and I think it was just like I had a little bit of breakouts. So, I mean, the facial didn't do anything. It didn't hurt my skin, but it also, I don't think it made my skin any better. That being said, that doesn't mean that there weren't better facials I could have done. It was just one of the facials I got for free, so I didn't opt for a better facial. How do you learn Spanish? I don't know if this is a question how I learned Spanish or asking how one would learn Spanish. I learned Spanish because I took a minor in it in university. That means I took 3 years of Spanish under a Cuban professor. And I actually taught beginner Spanish to a group of mature ladies, and I don't know, like, you can do it online also. Like, personally, I learned a bit of Italian online, and I learned a bit of German online, and I helped keep up with my Spanish online. If you go to Busuu, www.busuu.com, that was a really great resource for me. You can either do the free version where you kind of just learn the basics, or you can actually pay and you do more interactive things where you learn the conjugation and that kind of stuff. And it's a really great tool, and I did that for a couple of months. So I thought I would end the video on a bit of a serious question, and a question that I kind of feel strongly about. Would I ever go on birth control again? If I could swear, I would swear I will never, ever go on birth control again. And if I have children, and if I have a daughter, I will beg her to explore her other options. To explore an option that does not pump artificial hormones into your body. Because I was on birth control for 6 years. That might not seem like long. My doctor certainly didn't think it was long. When I told him I wanted to get off birth control because I had been on it too long, he's like, 6 years isn't long at all. It's like, excuse me, 6 years is a long time. That's like a full cycle of our bodies changing. And I would never go on it again, ever. Like, if I had to prevent pregnancy, I would take other measures. I would be very adamant about taking other measures. There is no force on heaven or earth that would ever get me to take birth control again. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, I was kind of hoping there'd be some sillier questions, but that's okay. You know, you guys have serious concerns. Who doesn't? We all want to know a bit more about acne and stuff like that. I hope I answered most of the questions. Again, I didn't get to all of them because I don't want this video to be like 4 hours long, but I did get a lot of questions, and you guys were awesome, and you asked a lot of super fun questions that was kind of nice for me to answer. So I hope you guys got to know me a bit better, and maybe I'll do one of these again in the future. If I didn't answer any of your questions, please feel free to comment on one of my other photos or direct message me through Instagram. I also got Viber now, which is this great little app that makes texting and calling free anywhere in the world if you have your number stored in my phone or I have yours. So yeah, if anybody needs to talk or they feel like they want to get in touch with me, there are many outlets for you to do that. So thanks for watching. Bye.